Hello students, great morning to all of you. Today we are going to start our next part of GK, that is term 1 syllabus. So we are going to start from page number 30. Our lesson name is Women of Substance. This lesson is very important and interesting because a woman of substance is a woman of power, a woman of positive influence, and a woman of meaning. To be branded as a woman of substance is one of the greatest compliments one can give a woman that wants to be an influential female. So let us see such influential and powerful women. Students, let us see some information about Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy is a very famous name. You might have heard it many times. Arundhati Roy is an Indian author best known for her novel The God of Small Things, which won the Man Booker Prize for Fiction in 1997 and became the best-selling book by a non-expatriate Indian author. So what is meaning of expatriate? Expatriate is a person who lives outside their native country. Now, let us see some amazing facts about Arundhati Roy. Her full name is Susanna Arundhati Roy. She spent her childhood in Emmenum in Kerala, which has also been written about in her semi-autobiographical book, The God of Small Things. The God of Small Things won the Man Booker Prize in 1997. It was also on the list of the New York Times Notable Books of the year 1997. Before she wrote The God of Small Things, Roy would work in television, dramas and movies. Roy won the National Film Award for Best Screenplay in 1988 for In Which Annie Gives It Those Ones. When Roy has been involved in many social and environmental movements for her outspoken propaganda on behalf of oppressed people. She has received the London Cultural Freedom Award in 2002, the Sydney Peace Prize in 2004, and the Sahitya Akademi Award from the Indian Academy of Letters in 2006. She is a spokesperson of the anti-globalization or alternate globalization movements and a critic of USA's foreign policy. She also criticized India's policies of nuclear deals and industrialization and has described it as encrypted with genocidal potential. She also returned her Sahitya Akademi Award in protest against recent cases of social and religious intolerance in India. So these are some interesting and amazing facts about Arundhati Roy. Let us see the next one. Now let us discuss about Princess Diana. She was a member of the British royal family who was known for her philanthropic work. So what is meaning of philanthropic? So philanthropy, first you should know what is philanthropy. Philanthropy refers to charitable acts or other good works that help others or society as a whole. Philanthropy can include donating money to a worthy cause or volunteering time, effort or other forms of altruism. So now what is philanthropic? Philanthropic is an adjective of a person or organization seeking to promote the welfare of others, generous and benevolent. So generous and benevolent are the synonyms. It may be charitable, generous, benevolent, etc. Now let us discuss some more information about Princess Diana. So let us see some of the philanthropic work by Princess Diana. Students, the princess developed an intense interest in serious illnesses and health related matters outside the purview of traditional royal involvement, including AIDS and leprosy. In recognition of her effect as a philanthropist, Stephen Lee, director of the UK Institute of Charity Fundraising Managers, said her overall effect on charity is probably more significant than any other person's in the 20th century. Dinah's extensive charity work also included campaigning for animal protection and fighting against the use of landmines. She was the patroness of charities and organizations who worked with the homeless, youth, drug addicts, and the elderly. From 1989, she was president of Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children. She was patron of the Natural History Museum and president of the Royal Academy of Music. From 1984 to 1996, she was president of Barnardo's, a charity founded by Dr. Thomas John Barnardo in 1866 to care for vulnerable children and young people. In 1988, she became patron of the British Red Cross and supported its organizations in other countries such as Australia and Canada. She made several lengthy visits each week to Royal Brompton Hospital where she worked to comfort seriously ill or dying patient. So in this way, lot of more work she has done, and such type of personality is really appreciable. So we should learn from her that art of living is giving. If you give something to other people, then only you will get peace inside you and a sense of satisfaction, which is very important. Now let us discuss the next one. Danica Patrick. Danica Patrick is an American former professional racing driver. She is the most successful woman in the history of American open wheel racing. Her victory in the 2008 Indy Japan 300 is the only win by women in an IndyCar series race. So let us see some more information about Danica Patrick. Students, let us see some facts related to Danica Patrick. Danica was named IRL Rookie of the Year in 2005. Danica's qualifying speed at the 2005 Indy 500 was 227.004 mph. Danica was one of 6 rookies in the 2005 Indy 500. She was named Indy 500 Rookie of the Year. In 2005, Danica became the first IndyCar driver to appear on the cover of Sports Illustrated since AI Answer in 1987. Danica published her autobiography Crossing the Line in 2006. In 2007, Danica launched her own fan club, that is Danica's Maniacs. Danica won the 2008 Kids' Choice Award as Favorite Female Athlete. Danica appeared in the Jay-Z music video Show Me What You Got. She also appeared in the video of Miranda Lambert's 2012 hit Fastest Girl in Town. She was filmed driving a 1969 Camaro. Danica has joined the forces with other top athletes including Bruce Jenner and Michael Strawn to increase awareness of COPD. Her grandmother has suffered from the disease in her final years. So these were some of the facts of Danica Patrick. Now let us move towards the next one. Anushay Ansari. Students, let us see some information about the next Wonder Woman, that is Anushe Ansari. Anushe Ansari was born on September 12, 1966 in Mashhad, Iran. She is Iranian-born American businesswoman who was the first female space tourist, the first person of Iranian descent, and the first Muslim woman to go into space. Ansari emigrated from Iran to the United States in 1984 as a teenager. She earned a bachelor's degree in electronics and computer engineering from George Mason University, Fairfax, Virginia in 1988, and a master's degree in electrical engineering from George Washington University, Washington DC, while working full time at MCI Communication. In 1993, Ansari and her husband Hamid Ansari and her brother in law Amir Ansari co founded Telecom Technologies. The company was acquired by Sonos Networks in 2000 in a deal worth approximately $550 million. After completing her space mission, Ansari continued to work as a businesswoman and entrepreneur. In 2006, she co founded Prodia Systems, an Internet of Things company, and served as the company's first CEO. She wrote an autobiography, My Dreams of Stars, From Daughter of Iran to Space Pioneer, 2010, with Homer Hickam. So, this is some information regarding Anushe Ansari. Now, let us move forward. Students, let us discuss the next woman of substance, Frida Kahlo. As one of the most iconic artists of recent times, Frida Kahlo has a life story that has become almost as popular as her art. Here are some fascinating facts about her life. Frida didn't always want to be an artist. She wanted to become a doctor. Frida was born in 1907 in a village on the outskirts of Mexico City. Her father, Wilhelm, was a German photographer who moved to Mexico in 1891. There, he met and married Frida's mother, Matilde, who was from a Spanish and American Indian background. Frida was 6 when polio led to disability. When Frida was growing up, polio epidemics were still reasonably common. When she was 6, she caught the virus which caused her right leg to become thinner and shorter than her left. Later in life, Frida became well known for wearing long, colorful skirts, something she started wearing to hide her leg. A major accident changed her life. She painted her injuries and disabilities. She is a style icon. Two famous movies have been made on her life. Numerous articles, books, and documentaries have been made about Kahlo's life and art, including the bestseller Frida, the biography of Frida Kahlo 1983 by Hayden Herrera. The movie Frida, Naturaleza Viva was released in 1983 and was a huge success. In 2002, another biographical film, Frida, in which Salma Hayek plays her role, grossed over 50 million US dollars and won 2 Academy Awards. So this is small information about Frida Kahlo. She has done lot of such great things. So let us see next one, Sheryl Sandberg. Students, Sheryl Sandberg is the chief operating officer of Facebook and the author of a book, Lean In, which is also a support group for women at workplaces. Sandberg studies economics at Harvard University in Cambridge. There, she did her undergraduate thesis with economist Lawrence Summers as her advisor. She received her bachelor's degree in 1991 and was the top student in economics. When Summers became chief economist at the World Bank in Washington, D.C., Sandberg joined him there, and together from 1991 to 1993, they worked on projects that helped developing countries. Sandberg received a master's in business administration from Harvard in 1995 and from 1995 to 1996 she worked at management consulting from McKinsey and Company. Before she became the world famous COO of Facebook, Sandberg was fortunate enough to hold several other high profile jobs. When Bill Clinton was president, Sandberg worked for the United States Secretary of the Treasury as the Chief of Staff. Then, in 2001, she moved to California and landed a position at Google as Vice President of Global Online Sales and Operations. Sandberg has been on the board of directors of the Walt Disney Company since 2010, and for a while her name was often mentioned as a possible future CEO. Sheryl Sandberg is a high profile woman in the tech world where women, particularly at the top, are scarce. She is the 12th wealthiest self made woman in America according to Forbes. She is being called one of the 50 most powerful women in business, according to Fortune. One of the top 50 women to watch, according to Wall Street Journal, and one of the most powerful women in the world in 2018. She was number 11 in Forbes. So these are some of the most amazing points about Sheryl Sandberg. So we have completed most of the personalities given in our book, and I have given some extra information about these personalities. Now these two women are also there, so which you have to find some extra information. Small information is given in your textbook, page number 30. Remaining extra information you have to find out and write in your GK notebook. Thank you students for watching the video. Stay healthy, stay safe.